Now, was it planned to have? He's like, hey, let's have a machete fight. Was that planned, or was this just like at the last minute? Like, you know what? Let's do this.
No, I think it was planned, right, guys?
It was roughly planned.
Yeah.
I had sat there and said, because we were going very early on. I was talking to Jesse, and we had a moment where we were really going backwards and forwards about the guns and about where the guns in certain sequences were going to make logical sense and where they weren't. And I went, well, what if all the guys, and the way it was written at the time, what if all the guys come up to the house and they've got machetes? So now we're not, because that's common in Mexico, and now we're not dealing with, firearms and all of the stop signs that come up when you're having to deal with firearms in a fight. And so we decided on machetes, and then Brendan and I just kind of went nuts and started talking about it. Brian goes, let's get Brian Sawyer. And I just went, oh shit, because I know Brian. And it just became this kind of, happy combination. And, I called up. Did you call Brian too? Did we both call Brian?
We both called him. Yeah.
We both called Brian. He got double phone calls, and Brian was like, okay. And I had Brian come down, and Brian and Brendan just went to town. And it's the first time in my career in any kind of bladed fight where I didn't have to lift a finger. On all the other projects I've done where there's a sword fighter that, I have to walk it. No, not like that. And that's not correct. And you don't do that in this situation. I didn't have to do that once. I just watched them create. And every time I was like going, maybe they would do something badass. And I would go, nope, leave that alone. That's awesome. And so I literally was allowed to sit back and be lazy and just watch them and go, that's brilliant. I'm taking credit for all of that. That's a brilliant fight.